Hello everybody and welcome back to Flagstaff, Arizona for another edition of NAU Women's Basketball. I'm Tyler Henry and I'll be bringing you this one live from the Sky Dome here in Flagstaff as the Lumberjacks of NAU get set to host the Sacramento State Hornets. It should be a good one. NAU fresh off of a road victory against Weber State. On the flip side, Sacramento State comes into this game on a 3-game losing streak, and we'll get more into Sac State here in just a moment. But first, as we are just moments away from the opening tip, let's get you starting lineup, starting with the visiting Sacramento State Hornets. They will be starting at point guard, a 5'7" sophomore, Miley Enger. Another guard in 5'6" senior, Camaria King. Another guard in 5'7" sophomore Emily Enox, a forward 6'2" redshirt sophomore Tiana Johnson, and a 6'3" senior forward in Kennedy Nicholas. You got to be used to hearing this, but for NAU, same 5 on the floor. They will be starting 5'9" point guard Caitlin Malvar, a 6' junior guard JC Bailey, a 5'11" junior forward Kyrika Rashid, 5'10" junior Lauren Orndorff at guard, and forward 6' redshirt sophomore Nina Radford. We are just moments away from the opening tip. Out there in the jump circle is Robert Schofield, ready to get this one underway, and we are off. Tip is going to be won by Sacramento State, and let's get a little bit into what you can expect. That's what you can expect. 3-point shooting early and often. That's going to be a big thing. First one of the game is knocked down right out of the gate. Kennedy Nicholas wasting no time. NAU is going to have to respond quickly. Caitlin Malvar brings the ball down the floor for the Lumberjacks. And let's talk a little bit about that high-powered offense. Well, the potential for a high-powered offense anyway, as JC Bailey knocks down a 2 and brings NAU back within 2 points. So a little bit on Sac State. They have attempted the second most three-pointers per game out of anybody else in the country. This is a team, as they take and knock down another one from the outside here. This season, they are attempting a staggering 35 three-pointers a game. Simply unheard of numbers at this level, but so far it's worked out for them. 2 for 2. Here's an outside shot, an air ball by NAU. That last one for Sac State was knocked down by Tiana Johnson. So here we go. Another three-pointer from the corner. This one will miss. That's Miley Enger. Put back no good, and NAU controls it and brings the ball back down the floor. Talked to Coach Payne. She said they're going to try to press us all night long. The defensive end, that's what you're going to see out of Sacramento State. As we got a kick out, JC Bailey will try a 3 from men's range. That one rims in and out no good, but she said as long as we can break the press and get those easy buckets, we're going to be just fine. Little step in the lane, no good there. The shot taken and missed by Camaria King, and NAU controls the basketball. So you might be thinking, with all the three-point shooting that Sacramento State does, they've probably got to be putting up a lot of points per game. JC Bailey misses a 3, but that's not the case. They have scored this season 71 points a game, not bad, but getting into conference play, that number has absolutely shot down. They are averaging just 53 points a game in Big Sky play. Granted, that's just a 3-game sample size, but still not the start they were hoping to get off to. NAU tries to inbound or tries to get an entry pass down low to JC Bailey. She can't handle it, and that's going to give the ball back to Sacramento State. So their three-point shooting percentage has gone down quite some as the season's gone on. But even then, it hasn't been all that good from a percentage standpoint, just 25% this season. But when you look at how many they make, I mean, if you take enough opportunities, you only have to make 25% to get points on the board. Rebound pulled in. That's the other thing they get a good run at, is long rebounds. Long pass down to Orndorff, and she is going to be hacked on the way up. A late whistle there, but 2 free throws coming up for Lauren Orndorff. So for NAU, you know, we talked to Coach Payne. She said we've got to get a hand up on the shooters around the perimeter. And here's what Sac State does. They're 0 for their last 5 shots from the field after starting off 2 for 2. It's just a part of Bunky Harkleroad's offense and what they run, as the first free throw is knocked in by Lauren Orndorff, and she can bring the Jacks back within 2 if she sinks the second free throw. Orndorff stares it down from the stripe. Got them both. NAU doing a really good job from the stripe this season, shooting 74%, better than their opponents at 69%. And now NAU's going to dial up a little full court press of their own. Trying to break it is Miley Enger. She wants to go all the way inside, drives baseline, and tries to pass it back out. Shot on the way. That one no good, and the rebound pulled in by Caitlin Malvar. Want to go one more note. I know I've been talking about it a lot, as JC Bailey will pop a 2-pointer. That one won't fall. Rebound fought for. Rashid pulls it down, and her putback is good. Kyrika Rashid rips the rebound away from Tiana Johnson down low and finishes strong to give NAU an even score here, 6-6. But let's talk for just one more minute as Bailey will collect. Little 8-footer on the way, no good. And this is the kind of fast-paced game you can expect out of these two. Driving the inside and getting the and one. A good finish there for Summer Menke, who's just checked into the game. So Menke picks up her first bucket of the day. And we're going to have a foul against NAU. But in 2016, as Nina Radford collects her first foul, there were two records that Sacramento State broke. They broke the NCAA women's record for most three-pointers made in a game. They made 22 three-pointers on 55 attempts in a 126-78 rout of Portland State, as the and one free throw is on the way and good. They also broke the record for most three-pointers attempted in a single game. They took 83s against Cal in a 99-117 loss. And now the ball batted around down low. It's going to be controlled by the Hornets. So Sacramento State with an opportunity to extend their three-point lead. Three-pointer from the outside. No good. Malvar fights for the rebound, and it'll be NAU basketball. The Jacks able to control. Lauren Orndorff has checked into the game for NAU. So a couple fresh faces out there on both sides. And that's the other interesting thing about this Sacramento State team. They have had 9 different starting lineups throughout the course of the season. For NAU, just 1. But it's a different philosophy, and so far it's worked for the Hornets, at least from an offensive standpoint. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to get the wins. This is a Sac State team with 6:20 to go. Here's a really good shot, just unfortunate that it missed. Peyton Carroll had the 8-footer, and now we've got a foul against the Jacks. But Sacramento State, talked about it earlier, 2-10 this year. Those 2 victories coming against Division II schools. So they do not have a single win against a D1 opponent. This is a really good opportunity for NAU to build some momentum. They had a good road win against Weber State. Now they turn around and face a Sacramento State team that, as Coach Payne mentioned, she's hoping they don't figure it out against them, as so far they've been stifled in a majority of their games. NAU turns up the defensive pressure. Let's see if they can force a turnover of their own. Down by 3 with about 6 minutes to go. Three-pointer on the way, rips the net. Summer Menke with her second bucket of the day, and that's going to extend the lead. NAU has been doubled up right now, 12-6. Nina Radford brings the ball back down the floor for NAU. She'll recollect, has to save it there for a moment. Kicks in the corner. Orndorff fires a 3, and she answers. Lauren Orndorff gets NAU right back in it. And the Jacks are down by just 3. Sac State wants to turn up the heat on offense. Driving the inside is Menke, but she is fouled, and she'll head to the line for 2 free throws. So talking a little bit more about NAU and what they've been able to accomplish. It was a rough start to conference play. They got kind of a wake-up call against a really good Montana team and then fell to a Montana State team. Those two, by the way, in case you were wondering, are ranked 1st and 2nd in Big Sky play so far, as Menke's first free throw is on the way and good. Ranked 1st and 2nd so far in Big Sky play. Weber State and Sacramento State, however, are ranked 10th and 11th. So that's last and second to last. As Menke's second free throw does not connect. But the putback is there. She was able to follow her shot, and Summer Menke is able to finish another 2. So for NAU, they go from playing the 2 best teams so far in Big Sky play to the 2 worst teams. If they can come away 500 from that stretch, that's going to be a good start to their Big Sky conference play, as Nina Radford hits from the outside. And a quick 3-pointer on the other end won't go. Rebound pulled in by Lauren Orndorff. And you see NAU trying to go up-tempo and not give Sacramento State a chance to settle into that press break. Wild shot won't go. Rebound pulled in by the Hornets, and here they come. Bringing it down the floor, Kamaria King. King passes it off as they work it around the perimeter. Hand up, doesn't matter. A 3-pointer from the corner, knocked down by Jordan Olivieras, sorry. And that's the thing, when they do make buckets, it comes from the outside. But here's NAU's 3-point specialist. A 3-pointer for Emily Rodabaugh. We've already seen what she can do when she gets on a roll. Rodabaugh with 19 points, a career high for the freshman against Montana earlier this year. And well, they've got her in for some dynamic shooting from the outside. Here's a missed shot. Rebound pulled in by Nina Radford. Radford coming off of a very impressive 26-point performance And here's a good entry pass. How about that? Nina Radford with the feed. She's able to find Peyton Carroll, who drops in her first points of the day. But a quick three-pointer on the other end, and Sacramento State comes right back with Kamaria King. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, strap in. This is going to be a good one, and it's going to continue at this pace all the way through. 21-17 is our score already, and we are just 4 minutes into this one. Don't be surprised if this game ends in triple digits for both teams. Here's an entry to Radford. NAU bounces it around the perimeter. Malvar a three, no good. Rebound taken in by King, and she wants to move quickly down the floor for the Hornets. King all the way to the cup, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Nina Radford. I mentioned Radford had 26. The only thing that overshadowed that was Kyrika Rashid. As Orndorff's shot is blocked, Rashid scored 31. So those two combined for 57 points, the ex-high school teammates. As we've got a bucket on the other end by Kennedy Nicholas. And finally, we're going to have a stoppage in play. That's the under 4 timeout. You wondered if we were going to get there. We'll have plenty of new subs, and we'll update you on who's on the floor when that time comes. But for now, we step away. NAU trails 17-23 with 3:21 to go in quarter number 1 here on Pluto TV.